than heroes, skinny fit jeans and dressed in pink. How he dresses, I can zero, as long as he don't spill my drink. That girl's an indie Cindy, Lego haircut, polka dot dress.
Hey guys, today we have a scout guide for strength, hybrid, and my new scout, Dot Scout, which I'm really excited to show you guys because I've been working on this for a long time and I finally feel like I got what I need and I finally finalized the build for it. Almost. Kinda, sorta. But regardless, we'll get into it. All the combos are basically the same for all three of these types. The main difference, the gear's pretty different, or can be pretty different. Some of the skills are maxed differently, but are close enough together where I think it would be tedious to make a whole new guide for each of them, because they're fairly similar. First skill we have is Vital Thrust. Again, easy to hit skill, does good damage, has a good dot. On hybrid and strength, it's more for the actual just straight up damage. On the Dot Scout, however, you don't really care about the main damage too much. You more care about that 190 dot, that real strong, just, what is it, it's like 4 or 5 ticks. That's pretty strong on an 8-second cooldown. And you can hit this skill, you know, however you wish. Like, there's so many combos with it. But I would definitely max this on any of these types of scout. Lift kick, level 1, same thing as before, as like every other hunter. It's just for connecting combos, level 1. Multi-shot. On the Strength Scout, I would max it. On Hybrid and Dot Scout, I would get it to where it shoots the most amount of shots, which I think is 8 right now, or at least at level 55 it's 8. You get that real nice true damage from Frost Weapon, which just chains up and does tons of damage. On a Strength Scout or a Hybrid Scout, actually any of them, you're also doing huge amount of damage because of the multi-shot, like, normal thing. Like on a Wisdom Scout, you don't have that physical damage backing it up, and you're only doing the damage on the Frost Shot, whereas on a Strength or Hybrid Scout, you're doing all that true damage plus really strong physical damage. So I would definitely get that pretty much as high as you can, but 8 shots is really where the bar is, that minimum. Turn Slash, like I've said before, just a defensive or comboing skill, level 1, doesn't really matter that much. Turn Slash does get affected by Frost Weapon, so you can actually get that 180 and have them freeze. Same thing with Vital. Vital can freeze and do 180. Chain Strike can freeze and do 180. Your auto attacks after a certain point will do the freeze and 180. I think that's it. I think those are the only ones, besides the multi-shot and the normal shots. Next skill we have is Flying Shadow Kick. Basic comboing skill, not much to it, level 1. Bomber Shot. On Strength and Dot Scout, I would definitely max them. On Hybrid, if you have points left over, maybe, but isn't a priority on Hybrid Scout. On Dot Scout, I mean, you get that 560 dot, that's huge for your strategy. And on Strength Scout, it's basically like a Ranger Shot. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. Chain Strike, probably level 1, comboing. Really strong for just ground comboing, getting all the freezes and stuff. And just doing quick little ground combos. You can chain that infinitely. It's really, like, difficult to get used to, but you can ground combo that chain for as long as they don't have a counter up for. And if you're getting all those freezes, those 180 true dots, plus the 120 dot from the explosive trap, damage decay is not really a factor in that. It's pretty strong. That's the only reason I'd really use Chain Strike. You can't really cancel on Scout with the Enhance on. Fire Support, I leave its utility on any of these. literally just if they have like super armor on, or if I need to buy time or something. You can hit find weakness in that, which is fine. Or basically set up anything you want. Just use as utility level 1. Explosive trap, extremely strong. Has that hidden dot that does 120 for 10 ticks, which is really powerful for your dot scout. On your hybrid scout, it's still going to be doing decent magic damage plus that dot. On strength scout, I would still max it because it's just a really strong skill, and its HP and range and move speed goes up. Just in general, I would max this and the frost one on any scout. Just max them. Line turret, I would leave it level 1. I don't really like this trap that much. I just kind of throw it down for the hell of it sometimes, but I wouldn't use it that much. Level 1 on any of them. Blast Ring or Buster, really strong iframe skill. Really good for starting combos or keeping combos going. I would definitely max it as a really strong ratio, and the explosion size goes up. But like I mentioned in the Wisdom Scout guide, you don't want to look straight on them while you do it, because it's extremely hard to hit that eagle kick. You want to face about 90 degrees and then jump out and back in. But if you're facing straight on, you can always do that. Oh, why is that not hitting? There we go. Really strong skill, I'd definitely max out on any of those. Piercing trap we talked about, definitely max out. Frost weapon, I would recommend frost weapon on any of these. I don't really think fire weapon is that viable. It's alright, but just everything frost weapon has is just slightly outweighs fire weapon. Pumpkin bomb, I would max this on any of these. For the dot scout, you have that 90 burn, that 30% move speed debuff is pretty strong, and the damage is physical. So any of these scouts is going to benefit from that. And I don't know, I really like it, and I love the way it's thrown. I talked a lot about it in the Wisdom Scout guide. Spinning trap, level 1. I just kind of throw it out there to clip people. You know what I mean? It's just like dink, and you're hit. You're gonna come in, start comboing. Bursting touch or bear bomb, really strong ratios. Kind of finicky to hit, but it's worth it. You can also, like if you know their counter's coming up or something, or you're kind of scared to keep going, you can just like kind of fade away and just do that. Like if you want to just end the combo. Otherwise you can combo it like this. But it's a really strong skill. Only 12-second cooldown. I would definitely max it on any of these types. Flame Trap, I'd max on any scout. Like I said in the Wisdom Scout, just really strong, kind of annoying, kind of lags people. Does a lot of damage. Really annoying to kill. Basically, it's the scout. It's the skill scout has that people just run away, like other classes super armors. Find weakness. I would definitely max this on dot scout. Yeah, you know what? I'd max it on every scout. What it does is it lowers their physical and magic defense by a %, like a ridiculously high %. And then that is for 17 seconds. And if you hit them with physical damage within the 17 seconds, it'll do a 90 dot 30 ticks. So 90 damage times 30. But you have to hit them with physical damage within that 17 seconds, which isn't like that hard, but like you just gotta make sure you do it to start it ticking. It only has, like, it's a 40-second cooldown, which is kind of awkward, but is still kind of short. It's really strong. It's just kind of weird to hit. Like, you can do that, or And those catch them in the air, but they can get up attack right afterwards. Like it will guaranteed hit them, but you can get up attacked. I think if you free eagle kick them, their get up attack will be far enough away where you'll hit them and they can't get up attack you. But that's also difficult to hit in the first place. The Mist, I'd leave level 1. It just kind of scare people off if they're using super armor and stuff. It's not really that great of a skill. Even though it does have a dot, I don't max it on Dot Scout. It's the only dot I don't max on Dot Scout. Because it's high cooldown and no one's dumb enough to run into it. Quick little thing I want to add. For Strength Scout, this is the main reason for it. Along with all those high ratios, you basically combine this with this buff, the Hone Blades. I think the duration goes up the more you level it, and you get ridiculous amount of attack power increase. And that's pretty much the whole point of Strength Scout, is using that alongside just all strength gear and find weakness. And you lower their physical defense by 70%. You have a huge attack power increase, and you just have really high ratios, and you try to just blow them up real quick. It can work on Hybrid as well. Hybrid Scout works with this if you have some extra points and if you have that kind of focus, but that's really up to you. But Strength Scout definitely needs this. I wouldn't use it on Dot Scout though. There's not really a point. I don't have any levels in it at all. And definitely not on Wisdom. I just wanted to say that really quick. Next we have the dashes, all the evades, low kick, which you still can't lock, which is annoying. Charge arrow, level 1, don't even touch it. Bow expertise, I would definitely max this. I love having quick shot with a longer range, or that with a longer range. So you can just gap close like crazy. And also the damage goes up, which is always nice. And the speed of your normal shots goes up. Like just your regular right click. So that's always nice too. Base maneuver, level 1. Base attack, level 1. That's basic stuff. Grab, level 1. That's just for utility. Crouch gives you slight iframe when you duck and when you come back up. When you're ducked, it immunes you to all range attacks, so that's great. You can get out of duck with just hitting Q again, or with mashing left click, or right click, whichever. And it gives you iframe when you go down and come back up. So really good for just like dodging out of the way of things. Eagle kick, just utility, just jump kick, roundhouse kick. It always sounds really weird to me. Basically just utility. It gives super armor, then iframe, then super armor. It's like it's alright. It's kind of awkward because the time it takes afterwards, like you can't move for a while after you use it, which makes it kind of awkward. You can't combo with it. I would leave it level 1 pretty much no matter what. It kind of like comes in handy like if you're really like in an awkward situation. You can sometimes just like be like, get out of here. It might break guard. I don't remember. I'll look into that. Next we have speed aim. One of my favorite skills. One of the reasons I think Scout is actually a decent class is because of this skill. Like, that's just so fast. Just think, you're hit. And if you go think, they're frozen. Combo. Aerial trap, that's just how you drop bombs. Shift left for the fire one, shift right for the frost one. Passives, definitely max the move speed one. Melee Scout is all about speed. Like, you have to be really fast, and this is just a good way to get move speed. Fitness Mastery, definitely max. Here's where it gets weird. Hybrid Scout, I would max Attack Mastery and Trap Mastery, all of it. On Strength Scout, I would only max Attack Mastery, don't max Trap Mastery. On Dot Scout, it gets weird. I actually ran out of points from my other skills because I haven't finalized the build yet. But I didn't have enough points left over to get these, so I kind of awkwardly have 6 levels in Attack Mastery and 10 in Trap Mastery. Ideally, I would max both, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter to have them that much. It's kind of weird, because all of your damage on Dot Scout is coming from like that 190 dot, 180 true damage from Frost Shot, like the Pumpkin Bomb 90 dot, the 560 dot, the 95 Find Weakness dot. There's one more. What is it? Oh, this 120 dot. And then I have Darwin, which is a 140 dot. And that all together just, that's where your damage is coming from. That's what you're focusing on. You don't care about damage decay in any sense. Like, damage decay does not affect your damage. You just care about just, like, look at that. There's like 5 dots on him. And that's what you care about. So you don't actually care about damage that much, but they're still nice to have. Regardless, I'll work on that. But on Hybrid Scout, max both of them. On Strength Scout, just max this one. On Dot Scout, any combination. Max HP for all of them, max MP. Just put in however much you think, or until you stop running out of mana. That's pretty much it. Nothing really major there. As for combos, this is kind of like the combo I've been working on. I kind of dropped it there. I dropped it again. But the bit, it kind of is unlimited, but it kind of drops. I still have to fix it. And that eagle or that shatter kick is extremely hard and difficult, but the eagle kick would come around to that. You'd basically just chain it back around. You basically, after the first rotation, you have to replace the vital with the flying shatter kick. But that's kind of, it kind of defeats the purpose at that point because you're losing one of your major dots. But regardless, one of the stronger ones is this ground combo. If I could ever get control and actually use it properly, but regardless, onto the gear. It kind of gets weird here again. The armor pieces, some of them give more wisdom than strength for the same piece. Like shoulders, I'm almost positive shoulders, like even the same gear set will give like 41 wisdom for the shoulders. But if you went like strength shoulders, it would be like 36 or something lower. And I think the best way to do it is if you do the head, the shoulders, and the chest be wisdom, and the pants, the wrists, and the legs be strength for Hybrid Scout. And Dot Scout, kinda, sorta. Dot Scout doesn't really matter. Dot Scout health set's the best one. If you can get the one with the explosive trap, the little mine, to get that dot up. I think that increases the dot. I'll look into that. But regardless, if you're a Strength Scout, obviously just all Strength. Strength's not really viable. It's not a viable class, so I wouldn't recommend really going for it unless you're really bored and have a lot of gold to spend. Because it only really works if you have like maybe like a bullseye or like I don't even know. Like you have to have like uniques and stuff, like, or strike force. It's kind of expensive and hard to do. You also have to be really good with Scout. But with Hybrid Scout, the best unique is probably like Dragon's Tooth. That's really, really strong for it. Bullseye's really strong for Melee Scout. Because imagine having Bullseye's range and hitting that, like, across the map with Quick Shot. Like, that's ridiculous. But for weapons, I would go double attack speed on any of these, because you really need attack speed. You need to be able to just place any trap. Like, you need to be able to just place traps as fast as possible and just get where you need to go. Like, you gotta be able to throw that and be on top of the person instantly. So I'd say both attack speed. I'd say crit for these. Crit for these three. On hybrid, or I mean strength and hybrid, I would get crit for these. On dot, maybe attack speed or accuracy. Actually, on dot, you want one of these to be accuracy. So for hybrid, attack speed, crit, crit, crit. On strength, attack speed, crit, crit, crit. On dot, you want accuracy, attack speed, accuracy maybe? I don't know. Because you don't need crit at all, like, it doesn't matter. And then all these just max HP, max mana. Okay, for hybrid, you want wisdom, or wisdom damage resistant. Cooldown. Here you want probably like the physical or magic defense or the move speed. Move speed is probably preferred. Move speed here, or you can do like I have one for here. You could do strength for here, which also works pretty well. And you could do strength here as well. And that's for hybrid. Like, basically, like, if you want hybrid, you can do wisdom, strength, move speed or defense, and then cooldown. For strength, you want like int, attack speed, cooldown, move speed or strength, and then strength or attack speed. For dot, I don't know. Dot, you could do whatever. It doesn't really matter because you don't really need damage. So speed might be more preferred. It doesn't really matter. Dot Scout's kind of, you just don't care anymore. You're just sick of it, and you just want to be super trolly. Because there's nothing funnier than seeing like 4 dots on someone at once, and it ticks like for 10 seconds and kills the person as you walk away from them for 15 seconds. Oh, it's so trolly. But regardless, that's about it. I might make a few updates to Dot Scout, but for hybrid and melee, or I mean hybrid and strength, that's pretty much it. You're basically just like, you're like an assassin, but you don't have as easy unlimited combos, and you only have one pickup, and that's Buster. So it's kind of, in a sense, harder. But I don't really know like any tips to give explicitly like in this video. I think it's easier if you just watch some of my other Scout PvP videos and kind of just see how it all comes together in one of those videos. Like a lot of times, like, I'll cancel this. See, like, I might cancel it there because I know that it's gonna drop on the next hit, and I might just lay out like a ward, like just, or I might know his counter's coming up. I might just do that, and just make sure I get that 120 dot ticking before he does his counter. That's about it. If you have any questions, which I know there's definitely gonna be questions for this one, please feel free to comment, and I'll answer them. Because I know this could be really confusing, because this is kind of a very unorthodox style. But that's about it for this video. I'll be making a Warden guide somewhere in the future. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Faster than light sounds, dealing with the demons inside. So where are the ones who made us